check, sound check, sound check, sound check, check sound. Right. Let's see. Okay. Testing. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching this from. Greetings and peace from an Indonesian villager. This Indonesian villager to all of you. I hope you and your family are healthy, safe, and blessed with a meaningful day. Um, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Okay. And Om Swastiastu. And my name is Denny, okay, and this is Denny the Villager. I'm not a native English speaker, but I love using English, okay, as a way to connect with people around the world. Okay? And this live stream is also my way to practice, learn, and grow. Okay, so here so in this channel, okay, I usually ask simple questions, okay, about faith, life, education, culture, economy, and the world basically around us. So wherever you are from, welcome. Please join the chat and share your thoughts, and let's have a conversation. Okay, now I'm gonna put the sticker on the screen. Okay, so the question for today, okay, as I said, I always ask simple question. What was it? Is humble. Yeah, is being humble. Is being humble a weakness? Humble weakness. Okay. Right there and there. Okay, let's see. Yes, this is a question from a villager. Is being humble a weakness? Oh, by the way, guys, for those of you who just came, okay, and I forgot to mention, I hope you had a great weekend, okay? And what's the word? And I hope your Monday is good so far, okay? Right. Oh, thank you for the thumb up. So this is a question that is being humble a weakness? Yes or no? Oh, hello in the Philippines. All right, welcome, Eliza. Yeah, it's okay. I'm here. That's the camera.
I think you have to call the maintenance people come see you.
Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. Yeah,
You have to call them. It's something they have to fix because it's not us. It's the wall itself is
yeah, they did say it. It has to be from.
Because they're off. If they're not off, they're not on, okay?
Okay, where are you? Which country?
Okay.
Yes, I'm from Indonesia. Yes, and
And you've got a very disturbing wife who's harassing you.
yes, every time I go.
And that's her job. Always. What else is going to ask you?
Yes. All right. So, yeah, where are you in Philippines, Eliza? Yeah, in Cebu, in Mindanao, and yes. Faizan said, crack a joke. Well, how about this one? This is a joke. Is being humble a weakness? What do you think? Do you think humility is a sign of weakness? All right, Faizan says being humble is a great strength. All right, okay. Maybe you can what's the word? Elaborate that. Faizan. Maybe you can explain more. You can enlighten us. Enlighten us in this chat room. Open our eyes. Right. How being humble is a great strength. Okay. And guys, remember, this is not a debate room, okay? So I will not attack your opinion. I will not debate your opinion. This is just a room for having a relaxed conversation, chill, okay? So this is not a debate place. Because like I said before, many times in my previous live stream, in a debate, people seek for victory. Like I have the final say. I win. No, I don't. I'm not like that. Okay, people in a debate, they don't seek for truth. They seek for victory. I'm victorious. Yeah. More women with beards. Wow. Okay. Welcome, more women with beards. Okay, the only thing I want in the debate is an oh, I see. Well, we don't have to insult anybody either, because like I said, also in my other live stream, insult is intellectual laziness. Yeah. And of course, we have my cat here, and then this is Jean Pierre. I'm gonna introduce you to my cat, Jean Pierre. Here, Jean Pierre. This is Jean Pierre. Why is Jean Pierre? He's a white cat. That's why his name is Jean Pierre. All right, so all right, guys. So let's be respectful, okay? And then in my village, okay, when we're having conversation, we try to be respectful, okay? And then yeah, and we can still chill and relax. Right. So next question would be, what's the word? Do arrogant people win in life? Maybe I should change that question. Do arrogant people win in life? People arrogance like, I am better than you. What is the difference between arrogance and confidence? Confidence doesn't mean arrogance, right? Some people might mistakenly mixing it, confidence and arrogance. Oh, he's confidence, he's arrogance. No, arrogance doesn't mean confidence. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance. Confidence is, you know your value. You believe that you have value. That's confidence. Arrogance is you believe that you are better than others. Like some people here. Yeah. Right. Yeah, and welcome, guys. Okay, I just feel very, to be honest, I feel a little bit sleepy because I feel sleepy. Mm. Um, Maybe I should just delete Pretzel here. Pretzel. It's just explicit material. Okay, report. Uh, and then remove. Uh, remove the message. Yes, to for the sake of everybody's eyes, remove the message. Yo. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I watched the news the other day. Actually, last night there was so many mass shootings, happened in one country. Mass shootings, like one shooting follow another shooting, shootings in the mosque, um, at school, and then presidential palace. What is going on? Is beyond a villager's comprehension. Being humble is a weakness. Right. Faizan, you said being humble is a great strength. Now you said being humble is a weakness. Make up your mind now. What do you think? Do you think humble is a great strength or you said it's a weakness? What? Make up your mind, First sentence you said being humble is a great strength. And then the following sentence you said being humble is a weakness. Make up your mind. Like I said, guys, I'm not into debate today. Okay, I'm not into debate right now because I had a long trip yesterday. You know, just came from a long trip. What do I think? I think I'm confused because you say one thing and the next the other thing. So, but oh, you mean what I think about this question? Yeah, I think it's not a weakness. Yeah, I think being humble is not a weakness. Being humble doesn't mean that you allow people to abuse you. That's different. Okay, you can still be strong. You can still be firm. And humble at the same time. But then again, that's just me. Okay, that's just me. What I think. Yes, concept machines. Yes, okay. Is being humble a weakness? Yes, it is a weakness. Okay. So you feel like there's a weakness. Okay. Maybe you can give an example, if you don't mind. Like how is it a weakness? Humble concept clarified. Okay. All right, in that case, then how about I change to another question then, okay? Do arrogant people win? Okay. Do arrogant people win in life? Okay, how about that? I'm gonna change it into the do arrogant people win in life? There. Okay. All right. What's your age? I'm 49, Faizan. How about you? What's your age and where you from? Biker said your phone is ringing. No, it's my head. Sometimes my ears are ringing. It's only my ears. Now and then my ears are ringing for no apparent reason when I talk. Yes, Faizan. Where are you from, Faizan? Which country that you're watching this from? My name is Pythagoras, chatting from Graves. Oh, okay. If you say so. If you say so. I guess this is the time when the schools are on holidays, eh? School's holiday. Kras, where are you from? I'm from Indonesia, Kras. What about you? Where are you from? I'm from one of the villages in Indonesia, somewhere in Java. You know Pythagoras? You know Pythagoras? I bet you don't know Pythagoras. That's why I asked you. Yes, Pythagoras. I don't know. Villagers. How could a villager know Pythagoras? All villagers know is just cooking fried bananas. Yes. So, what do you think, guys? Do arrogant people win in life? Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Sadia. Yes, curry. Yes. I will make egg curry. Right? Egg curry and how is your math? What kind of question is that? Who would ask those kind of questions? Excuse me, how is your math? You go out and meet new people. Hey, hi, how are you? How is your math? How's your math? Oh, okay, my name is Pythagoras and I'm from the grave. Who would say things like that in real life? Yes, Sadia. I guess somebody here, I guess Faizan does. Yes. My skin still hurt. That's how you talk in school. Yes, I'm sure. Skin still hurt, guys, because of the yesterday. I went to the beach yesterday, and then I stayed there too long. My Redeem said, "Do you know Jesus?" My Redeem. Here. This is a kind reminder, my Redeem. As a Muslim villager here, okay, this is a kind reminder. Please, okay, if you just ask that kind of question, randomly, you invite people, to mock you, I'm not gonna mock you, okay. I'm just kind of reminder, as a Muslim, right? I respect Jesus very much. If you just ask, you know random question like that, without any context, you will invite people to mock Jesus. I don't like that. I don't want people to mock Jesus Christ, and then that's why it's a kind reminder for you, and for me as well, so especially, atheists love to, mock people with religion, so don't. Yeah, I know you're just asking, but you have to put the context. What is the context? You just don't, not just suddenly you just came. Uh, you just came and said, "Hey, do you know Jesus?" Like what? You know, you have to put in the context first. Sit down first. Chill. Introduce yourself first. Where you from? Like what is your favorite color or something, and then give a background story, and then you can ask, do you know Jesus? Otherwise, I don't want people to mock Jesus. This is yeah, but then it's just a kind reminder, okay. You don't have to listen to me. You get straight to it. Their life is on the line. Yes, no, but this is the thing. The way you do it, my friend. You gonna invite a mockery. Okay, don't do that. Don't. You can do it. I'm not saying you cannot do it. But it's just there's a way. If you wanna invite people to truth, right? In your, what you believe is true. You have to do it with wisdom, my friend. Do it with wisdom. Okay, says a villager. Do it with wisdom. Okay? That's all. It's a reminder. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just a villager. So don't don't you mock him by not accepting him as your savior, brother. Jason, that's a good question. No, I'm not mocking him as not accepting. Uh, what's the word? As a Muslim, I believe that Jesus Christ was somebody sent by God. He's one of the most powerful messengers. His name was mentioned in the Quran. So I just don't like it, And then some atheists, will mock him. We don't, no, we don't. It's not for Muslims. We don't take that lightly. We only the only people, right, besides Christian, who believe Jesus Christ is the Messiah, Son of Mary, Virgin Mary. No other people in the world believe. So we're not mocking him, okay, Jason. Just to confirm, to clarify that. Now let me scroll up here, guys. Okay, now why are we talking about Jesus Christ now? We just talking about arrogant people in love. Peace be with you. Yes, Faizan, peace be with you too. Yes. Do you know Nathan? The problem is, according to my redeem, the problem is that there is a difference believing in Jesus and knowing that he exists. My redeem, okay, we believe that Jesus Christ exists. Okay, his name is in the Quran, mentioned in the Quran. So we know he exists. He was. I think trying to convince you don't convince Muslims that Jesus Christ exists. You convince other people from different faith, yes, because they don't know the story. But you know we just don't see him as God. That's all. We see him as as a messenger that was sent by God. Yeah. Yummers, what do you mean win in life? Yeah, that's a very good question. Do arrogant people win in life? And win in terms of worldly thing, yummers. Some worldly in the perspective of average people perspective. Yummers, like win in argument, win in you know be successful in terms of worldly thing. Yeah. But the difference in your belief and my belief is that belief that he paid for my sin. Yes, yes, that's the difference. I'm not saying we are the same, read my redeem. There's difference. Yes, there's a different. We just see him as a different from different perspective. So you see him as he pays for your sin. Yes, I know that. I know that. I'm still praying for you, brother. You can't hide from it. Lol. Good night. Okay, Jason. All right. Thank you. Like I said, so next time, my reading, don't try and give background first. Sadia, read my answer, brother. Let me check. Did I miss your sentence, Sadia? Oh, arrogant people may win temporarily, but arrogance itself usually destroy long-term success and peace. Says Sadia, the curry man. Thank you, Sadia. Yes, that sounds wise. curry makes curry makes you wise. Especially fish and chicken curry. My Redeem says, in your religion, do you know for sure you get to go to heaven? No. In my religion, we don't know if we go to heaven or not. Okay, only God's mercy will give us, will put us to heaven. So we don't. In my religion, as a Muslim villager, I say that we cannot say, well, I know I'm gonna go to heaven. No. Even if I pray, like every day, do the rituals, at the end of the day, it will be the God's mercy. My Redeem says we do know, and sure, okay. Well, that's good for you, my Redeem. Okay, very good for you. That's good. I'm happy for you. Yummer says arrogant is just a bad quality to have. I think to win in life, even evil people can do it, and do can good people. Okay, Yummer. Donald say where's Donald? Donald, no, cause power is just goldness and power is worthless. Okay, Maria, we know Jesus' blood paid for the sin and we are saved. Okay, Redeem. Yes, okay. So, moving forward says, yes, arrogant people definitely win in life. All right. Hey, morning, Wisdom. Yes. Welcome back, Wisdom. Arrogant people win in a place of courage. I have destroyed many arrogant people. Ego being steady with good principles, anyone can do it. Okay. Moving forward, said, yeah, it's in this life, maybe. My Redeem, have you read the Bible before? Yes, my Redeem. Yes, I have read the Bible. I grew up, my grandmother is a Seventh-day Adventist, and then one of my aunties is Christian. So in my house, my parents are Muslim. In my house, we have a Bible. Sometimes I read my grandmother's Bible and also read the Quran as well. So yes, I'm very fortunate to have access to those scriptures. Yeah. Moving forward, what made you come up with this topic? Well, moving forward, that's a very good question. In the village, people come from the city. Moving forward, they, feel like some, not all, some people, come to my village, and then they feel like they are better, and and then it comes across that it's, arrogance is everything, so humble, being humble seen as a weakness, just so it's like, hey, this is a good question, for my live stream, yes. So why did you begin to Muslim instead? What happened? Why did you begin to be a Muslim instead? Okay, and then Sadia, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that even a true amount of arrogance can distance a person. Saya, okay, phew, I made it in time for today's unrelated theological debate. Sorry, Sai. Okay, yeah, it's just I was trying, I was reminding my redeem. Suddenly my redeem came to the room and suddenly like, do you know Jesus? And I said, well, when you come to the room, let's just introduce yourself first, and then just don't just suddenly ask and about Jesus without any context. I don't want people to mock Jesus Christ. This I was just trying to remind him. It's a kind reminder. Because some people like it's like an invitation to mock. And I don't like, as a Muslim villager, I don't like to see people mocking Jesus Christ, because like I said earlier, Jesus Christ's name is in the Quran. So we see him as one of the mighty messengers, from God. So it's like I feel very unease, to see people mocking Jesus. That's all. All right. So let me read. Not a lot of people know Jesus. Not have they heard the voice or whatever Allah is. Okay. Moving. My redeem said, if I ask that, I know automatically if I should stay or not based on their response. No, yeah, it's the thing, redeem. Just it's a kind reminder. You don't have to listen to me. I just the same like the Muslim. Some Muslim brothers or sisters. They came to a room and suddenly like they just throw a Quranic verse without any context. And then that would invite people to mock. So I don't like that. So this is just a kind reminder from one what's the word, one human beings to others. from a villager. So you only talk to people if they're Christian or if you can evangelize. For me, if someone gets mad when I say his name, then I scroll. No, my redeem. That's not the point. My point is, okay. We give a context. Like I said earlier. Introduce yourself first. Where you're from. What is your hobby. And just warm people up first, and then if you want to bring up the topic, yeah, and then so give a context. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Because I have many Christian friends, Buddhist, Hindus friends, Hindu friends, even some of them are atheists here. So, and it's just it's a kind reminder, okay? Just like I said earlier. People should question their beliefs not from man but the spirit, because man is full of unexpected failures. Okay. I was just asking, do arrogant people win in life? The kingdom is near. God could send him right now and I could be wisdom. In today's world, we should good to good people and bad to bad people. It is must and it need courage and experience both and untrue. We need courage to prove it. Okay, okay. Well, like I said earlier, moving forward, okay, and Jason, I know you meant well, but you if you want to invite people, do it with wisdom. Just a kind reminder. Okay, Sayoko said, would you say either Muhammad or Jesus were arrogant? One supposed to be a perfect human, the other God Himself. Aren't both the peak of arrogance? I cannot. No, 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 no. Muhammad is anything but arrogance. Okay, Muhammad, peace be upon him. Okay, okay. If you look at the history, life history of Prophet Muhammad, is anything but arrogance, and also the other messengers. They are examples, of people of their time. I think that works for you, but for me, this is what works. Okay, 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 my redeem. Okay, that's right. Wisdom comes from God. Say okay. There was a story that when Prophet Muhammad spread the message, to worship only one God. Um, there was a blind beggar in the market who cursed him every single day, and then Prophet Muhammad would stop and then give him food, every day. And this blind beggar, because he's blind, he doesn't know. He's just accepting food, every day, until the day Prophet Muhammad passed away. Um, and then one of the companions, you know, uh, gave this beggar, blind beggar, food, and then the blind beggar cursed this companion. So, you are not the same person. Who are you? And then there was another story. One of Prophet Muhammad's neighbors, she likes to throw garbage in front of his house, every day without fail. Throw garbage, throw garbage, throw garbage. And then one day, the lady didn't throw garbage, in front of his house. So Prophet Muhammad was confused, like what happened? And then he found out that she was sick. So Prophet Muhammad visited her, and then brought her something, and then prayed that she will get well soon. I don't know why am I suddenly talking about this. Oh yeah, because you mentioned Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, so that kind of reminds me of the story. All right. So any case, so I'm gonna change the question. Okay, guys. Do you think our world leaders are arrogant, and are they winning? Well, that's a good question. Moving forward. Well, some people are arrogant. Some people are arrogant, and then they think they are winning. These are nice parables, but not enough to make him the perfect human or not arrogant. People can be very kind, but also arrogant. Um, okay, right. I think as a Muslim villager here, okay, uh, the teaching of Islam, and I'm sure other religion as well, is not to be arrogant, and it doesn't mean being weak. It doesn't mean allow people abuse you. What's the word? You can be confident, yes, but not arrogant. Like I said earlier, you're confident. You know your value. You know that you are valuable. But if you are arrogant, you feel like you are better than others. Okay, so the Prophet Muhammad teaching is not. It's not about you feel better than others. You don't see yourself as better than others. So arrogant, basically, the I think the foundation of arrogance is you feel better than others, right? That's the foundation. Moving forward, Jesus was never arrogant. Yes, I believe you. Moving, yes, yes, yes. Because Jesus was one of the messengers of God. He cannot be arrogant. He couldn't be. I'm the way, truth, and life. Absolute arrogance. I think you have to see the context of that cycle. But you know what? From Muslim perspective, right? I think you see the context. What is the context of that? But I'm not here to give comment on the Bible verse. So let's just. Say, okay, I have a question. Okay, are you? Do you see yourself as arrogant or confident? This is just this is an honest question. Okay, do you see yourself as arrogant? You feel better than people who are religious, or you just have confidence. There's two different things. Okay? Confident, you know that you have value. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, nature calls. All right, I'm back. Feel like a new man. It depends. I'm often arrogant, but not intentionally, and not necessarily about specific things. Okay, okay. Well, okay. This is a kind reminder. Say, okay, okay. The sense of arrogance. It will also block us from seeing the truth. Because like I said earlier in my previous live stream, we have two eyes. We have external eyes and internal eyes. The sense of arrogance will block our internal eyes. So it's more difficult for us to see the truth if our internal eyes are closed. Oh, Asian grandpa. Yes, I'm Asian grandpa. Welcome, Amber Jacob. Where are you from? Being firm, Sadia said, being firm about your beliefs doesn't mean arrogance. Okay, yes. Even many historians describe Prophet Muhammad as humble in his personal life. Yes, yes, yes. So being firm doesn't mean arrogance. It's yeah. Arrogance basically in the simplest explanation is you feel better than others. You feel like you are better than others. All right, you're from the Philippines. Welcome, Amber Jacob. Okay. Yes, nephew, Beatrix. Welcome, niece, nephew. What do you think with this? I'm gonna change the title now. Okay, how about this one? I'm gonna change it to the original question. Is being humble a weakness? Okay, I like that. Okay. Is being humble a weakness? All right, this is the question. All right, is being humble a weakness? Yeah. Right, what do you think? Yes, Beatrix, where are you from, Beatrix? when I was in high school, I used to have a friend named Beatrix. And that her name was Majestic Beatrix, Majestic Beatrix. And then and she usually just use M Beatrix, M Beatrix. And then our classmates used to tease her, so Muhammad Beatrix. She's a very fun person, so she's like, hey, hang out with us, the boys, so, you know, teenagers, sometimes we say silly things. Amber Jacob, how old are you? I'm 49, yes. Faizan, peace be with you too, yes. Why change? Topic giving a problem? No, Sadia, no. It's just there are new people coming here and they didn't see the previous question. Yeah. I thought like we talking about humility, guys. Why suddenly like being dragged into theological conversation here? I think you guys are trying too hard to separate your negative aspects as they aren't part of you. Let me process that. Say, okay, you guys are trying too hard to separate your negative aspect. No. Say, okay, I think okay. If I pick up your message correctly, we have being negative is part of us. Say, okay, skepticism, this the feeling, or sometimes you feel better than others. It's just you have to the art, the key word is control. Yeah, self-control. Self-control, yeah. We do self-control like this. Oh, like this is why we do it, because we ask, we are in the position of below. Humble. All right, yummers, being humble is superpower, especially in times like this. It keeps us grounded. People who are not humble always suffer from comparison issues and contained anger. Okay. Yeah. And I think this is why, right? Now I'm gonna, because some of you like to mention about I like to talk about theological aspect. So regardless of your religion, if you really understand your religion, and it's not only an identity, um, that religion, if you practice it, it will make you humble. Because yeah, that's the thing. You are not religious, okay, but a non-religious person can also be humble. Yes, agree. Can also be kind, respectful. Yeah. Yes, true. Yummers, this is for you, yummers. Being humble is a strength, but you should not let people take advantage of your humbleness. That is what I think. Yes, Sadia. I agree. Being humble doesn't mean that you allow abuse. Okay, that's also two different things. You can be humble, but also firm and strong at the same time. Yes. And then the discipline says, brother, being humble isn't the weakness, is the biggest load of nonsense I've ever heard. Okay. Being humble means not having a big ego. Okay. What if you think you are better than a serial killer? You better than a serial killer? No, I serial killer do horrible things, but better. Like, that's pretty low standard, you know. Say okay to that's a very low benchmark, you know, comparing it to serial killer. Is there any lower than that? I'm sorry. I just like okay. This is how I see it. It's not I am better than the serial killer. You know, that would be. I think a serial killer has done what's the word? Destruction on Earth. You know, so therefore, justice needs to be preserved. You know, justice. Now, we're talking about justice. This, I think, this is a different context now. Okay, because serial killer is causing harm. You know, to others. You know, destruction and harm. So this is about when you talk about serial killer, then you have to talk from the aspect of order, law, order, justice. You know, humility and arrogance go hand in hand. Well, I guess, you know, like a two-side of coin, maybe, right? The opposite. You know, God created everything in opposite, I guess. You know, there's humility, there's arrogance. Yeah, you know, that's the opposite side. Yeah. I have a message. Brother, I have a message. The strongest person isn't the biggest or the most muscular. It's the one who can control their anger and their mind. That is the strongest because they are in control on any situation. Yeah. Discipline, yes. Humble to good people. Don't be humble to bad people. So use humble wisely. Humble to good people. Humble is just, I think, from my perspective as a villager here, guys, it's just you don't see yourself as you know, a better, as better than others. You know, you don't look down at others. You know, it's like, look at this villager. You know, you can use any reason, you know, to look down on other people, like based on their religion, based on their skin color, you know, based on the economic status, based on their accent, you know, based on their nationalities, you know. Look at this. I am better than you. But let's see. I like this thought. Okay, about to turn 27. Any advice, Neon? I don't know. Neon, you have to give me a context if you want an advice here. What is the background context here? Can I just randomly throwing advice to strangers without any background check or context? What is your background? You know, I need more than that to give you proper advice. I like this thought experiment because they put your beliefs through the ringer. For example, is an arrogant person who humbles himself better than someone created humble? Once you feel like you are better than others, that will disqualify you as being humble, I guess. That reminded me of when Mike Tyson said he met a serial killer and serial killer didn't do anything to Tyson simply because he was polite. Example, I have money, but I won't know to good poor people, but surely to bad poor people. I don't know what is bad and good, poor people. I have no idea. Wisdom. I think it's not that hard not to be humble. Oh, I see, Sadia. Yes. So you can never become humble. It's an was a constant sign. Okay, I think it's a constant try, to be humble because we are not a set program. It's we our emotion, our feelings fluctuates. So I guess it's a self control also needs was an aspect that we need to consider. But that's just my opinion. Self control. The Buddhists self control like this. The Muslims self control. Brother. Yesterday I did 2,501 push-ups with 20 kg on my back. What do you recommend I do to beat the guys from my generation? I was born in 2006. Okay, 2,500 push-ups, 20 kg on your back. All right. Okay, then I'm just confused now. Why are you doing that? That's a little bit extreme. What is the goal? As a villager, I'm confused. Why you do something like that? Are you trying to shape your body into something? Right. Yes. Okay, you train to be more disciplined than anyone else of your generation. Okay, discipline. Good. If your intention is to be more disciplined, I guess good. You follow David Goggins' mentality. Oh, I have no idea who's David Goggins. In the mountain here, mountain in the village, we don't know David Goggins. We know David Copperfield. We only saw the video of David Copperfield only came to our village last month. Okay, so we only learned about David Copperfield for now. I think humility might be a bit too vague of a concept. No, I think no, it's not too vague. If you feel like if you don't see yourself, if you don't see other people lower than and then you know, okay, in the village, right, we were raised to be like paddy. We were raised like paddy. In my village. That's the other concept of humility. Paddy, rice. Um, the more was it when the rice when the paddy of the pod of the paddy, right, still empty, the paddy plant will go up straight like this. But the more heavy the paddy pod is, the paddy field, the plant will bow down. So that is our elders, how our elders understand humility. So they taught the children, the more knowledge you have, okay, it will make you more humble. It must make you more humble, like paddy, surround us. You have to be more humble. You must not think that you are better than other people. So that's how we grew up. And then suddenly, right, I have to, apply for a job. And then suddenly in the city, you are expected to boast your achievements, like you are the best in the world. And that's a contradictive. Don't you guys have a king? What do you mean? We used to have kings. Yeah, we one of the provinces in Indonesia, we still have kings. Yeah. Actually, we still have kings, but the kings decided to merge, and then unite their kingdoms in forming a country, a democratic country. He also did 3 hell weeks. Basically, it's like one hell of a week is a military test on the coast where you run, pick up objects, do calisthenics, finally get ice cold water on your body. Wow, hell weeks. You can only sleep 4 hours total in a week. Why would you do that? Discipline. That sounds like torture. You follow a self-proclaimed perfect human and have a social hierarchy that's rather contradictory. You follow a self-proclaimed perfect human. Who's the self-proclaimed perfect human? I don't know who you're talking about. Say, okay. Have a social hierarchy that's rather. Social hierarchy, it's a leader, right? In your society, there's a leader in your society, like mayor, governor. I don't know what I'm not sure if I understand you here, Sai. Okay, brother, you didn't understand anything. I didn't do that. David Goggins did. He made 3 hours. Oh, I see. Yes, you're right. I didn't understand a lot of things here. Discipline, yes. Muhammad, he never claimed he's the perfect human. The Quran mentioned that he's a perfect example. Okay, it's different. The Quran. We Muslims see Quran as the word of God, and what's the word? What the words of prophet is different again. Okay? He did also 778 pull-ups and do. Okay, okay, okay. Discipline. I'm also a Muslim, too, brother. Okay, okay, okay. Discipline. Yes, I was just answering side. Okay, here. Okay. Right. But I understand, Sai. Okay, I think look, the context is right for a person who doesn't believe, the Quran is a word of God. Like it's it will not match. Okay, sure, if you believe the Quran is true, but for everyone else, he wrote it himself like Joseph Smith did. Yeah, I know Joseph Smith. Actually, I read the Mormon Bible, so I learned about Joseph Smith from the Mormon missionaries. I was walking around the street of Taiwan, one day many years ago, and then there was a guy, a black and white tie, stopped me. Excuse me, do you have a minute? I said, okay, yeah. And then he was talking about the Mormons. And then I ended up, setting up a meeting with them. He said that he just wanted to introduce his, religion. Okay, if you just want to introduce. But I told him that I'm a Muslim, okay? I already have a religion. So, and then he and his friends gave me a Book of Mormon. Yeah. So I learned about Joseph Smith. Yeah. So essentially, Muhammad wrote a book in which he called himself perfect. Prophet Muhammad never wrote a book, Sai, okay? He couldn't read or write. He couldn't read or write. Yeah. You should read yeah. When people treat humility as a rule to always downplay themselves, stay quiet, or fade into the background, it becomes a lie. It forces you to ignore objective reality. So facts should speak. Yes, wisdom. Yes, wisdom. Like I said earlier, humility doesn't mean that you. In my view, okay, in my view, humility doesn't mean you allow abuse. Um, Humility doesn't mean that we allow abuse. We still can be, firm, right, and strong and humble. Mm. Say, okay, look, okay, sure, yeah, okay. Well, Yeah, so okay. I mean, I know you don't believe it, but that's the other scholars of non-Muslim scholars also confirmed that Prophet Muhammad could not read or write. They didn't like the message, of course, because if they like the message, then they would be with the Muslim, right? But they have confirmed that okay, he was a person who couldn't read or write. Yeah. Yeah, God eaters. I'm sure you are humble, right? I mean, I can see from your sentence that you look like a humble person here. Yeah. Yes. We should put you into a museum, and show it to children of next generation. This is a good example. This is an example of humility. Okay, let me report you. Okay, God eater. Okay, there is some messages that is disturbing. Okay, God eater. Let me report you to YouTube here quickly. Okay, let me check. Okay, I love this button here. Oh, it's called hate speech. Oh yeah, this one is an option here. And then click. All right, and then after that. Yeah, guys, I don't feel like dealing with insults because like I said earlier, insult is a form of intellectual laziness. You can disagree, can have a nice conversation. I don't mind. Yes. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna put a different question then. Okay, how about I change the question into confidence or arrogance? Okay, how about that? Okay, I think the people might misunderstood these two, confidence or arrogance. I'm not sure if the confidence or arrogance. Uh, oh, but this is not so clear. Right? I think for non-native English speaker, this could be confusing. But okay, let's try it first. Okay. Humility, brother, is not being weak. If someone thinks that it's because they lack it, okay, humility is showing respect and not letting your ego tell you you're better than others. Yes. Remember that when people lack something, they hate it because they don't want to work. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if you win something, right, for example, you don't mock the losers, that's also a form of humility in my perspective. Either you win an argument, okay, or you win a battle. You don't what's the word, make fun of your what is the other word for enemy, adversary, and yeah, something like that. You don't mock the other side. Like for example, the if there's a competition, and then if you won, or whatever competition it is, and then you don't at the end you won, and then you don't mock the other side, and then that's this is a form of humility. Rather, you must be confident to win in the other life. All the winners in life believe in themselves when nobody else did. Yes, 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 yes. You have to confident. You're right. So these are two different concepts, right? Right. Two different concepts. So for me, confidence isn't bad. Simply put, as I said thousands of times, if you control your mind, you control everything. Yes, self-control. Yeah, that's the key. Self-control. 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 Yeah, from from my perspective, right, confidence is you believe that you have a value. You believe you have a value. But arrogance, you believe that other people are less than you, or you are better than others. Hello, my dearest, beautiful, sweetest saudara. Hey, C-mate, welcome, C-mate. Welcome back. Saudara. Is the difference, okay, so is the difference between confidence and arrogance only time? I am confident I am better than everyone in this tournament versus I won, so I know I prove I am better than everyone. But those two looks like same thing. It's not time, so okay. Like I said earlier, like I said earlier, so okay. In my view, right, confidence is you know you have value. Arrogance is you believe that you are better than others. Some people, show that they are better than others because of. I know as a villager, I can see that. Some people feel better because maybe nationalities. They come from a certain nationality. Some people feel better because they have certain accents. Some people feel better because of the skin color. Some people feel better because of the economic status, because of how much money do they have. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. But if you know your value, that okay, you have a certain skills, okay, I don't look down on people, but I know I have my value. Seamate, how's your day? What do you do? Like having nice conversation towards this YouTube. Yeah, Seamate, this is holiday now. Okay, it's holiday because it's what's it, almost Idul Adha holiday, so we have long 1 week holiday. Okay. It's a longer weekend, okay, long weekend holiday. I saw it's Monday, but not weekend. But miss the eggs. You miss the eggs. Yeah, I will show you again next time. Okay. It's not the same thing. If you are confident, okay, let me read. Okay, it's a sentence here. If you confident but you fail, were you arrogant but get humbled? You can be arrogant and get humbled. Yes, true. But if you confident but fail, that doesn't mean that you're arrogant but got humble. Okay, that's two different things. Okay, two different concepts. Okay, Seamate, you ate alone without sending them to me. Yeah, I know, Seamate. What can I say? I love eggs, but it's okay. You know what? Uh, because I didn't send this to you, right? Then my children can eat those eggs. So you do good. You have done something. Was so good. You have helped 3 children have the eggs. Hello, Sally Ringer. Yes, comfy and dance. Yes, confidential and dance. Brother, if you want to improve in life, you must learn how to fail properly, because if you stay in failure for too long, you'll never come out with it. Yes. Fail properly. Okay. Yeah, all right. Fail properly. I guess yeah, I can accept that. Yeah. Sophistry. Yeah. Am I very much confident at eating curry? Yes. I'm confident that I can eat this chili. I'm confident that I can eat 10 bird eye chili in one mix with my lunch. Is that an arrogance? No, I don't think so. Right? I don't see it as an form of arrogance. I'm confident that I can eat 10 bird eye chilies mixed with my lunch. That's not arrogance, right? In this life, we are only flesh and blood. Is temporary. If we think of something permanent, is the soul. And now, working in the soul means following the true God, Allah, and doing good deeds. Okay. Mm. Okay, this discipline. Okay, we have to put the context. Okay, so from a Muslim perspective. Okay, because if you do that without giving a context, and other people here, because I have many friends from different background here. Okay, so they might misunderstood. And then they will say, "Oh, really?" And that's the invitation. They're like, really? And I don't want people to mock Allah. Yeah, Shadow. Yes, I remember you from last time. Welcome back, Shadow. Shadow YouTube. I remember your nickname, Shadow, but where are you from again? And Discipline, where are you from, Discipline? I forgot. Forgot to ask you. We're having such nice conversation. I forgot to ask you where you're from. My wife is watching an Indian movie now in the living room. And is singing and dancing. I said, oh boy. And then Korean drama after this. Okay, you're from Spain, 20, and you train every day like crazy. All right. So why do you train every day? Like, are you planning to join the military or something, or you just wanna stay, fit and healthy? um, you España, from Spain. In shouldn't you be doing good deeds like crazy every day instead? What do you mean, sir? Shouldn't you be doing good deeds? Yeah, you're right. I think you should do good deeds every day. No, brother, I don't want to be a soldier or fitness buff. I simply want to be very disciplined, studying in mind, training in body, and following God in soul. Okay. Speaking of fitness buff, right? When I was in university, you know what, guys? I always, since I was very young, right? I always this skinny, So, and then I decided, You know what? I wanna build my body. You know, I always like be muscular man. You know, like so. I went to the gym once, right? And I saw the people. You know, those guys are big. You know, like wow. You know, it's like a Hulk Hogan. You know, like, and I was like, oh no, I look like a bamboo stick walking there. I was like, no. I ran out of that place as quick as possible. No. And I was, they're gonna eat me alive there. No, man. That's the only one time I went to the gym. Ay, 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 ay. Brother, relax. Nobody's going to laugh at you. Remember, nobody's born great. Yeah, I know, but I have this self insecurity. You know, like when I go to the gym, you know, all the men so buff like that. Wow. So, I don't think so. Training makes you disciplined like crazy. Yeah, Sadia. Yes, you're right. Training. It's like I went to the gym and there was like a walking bamboo stick there. Oh no! Brother, insecurities are simply things you haven't faced. Fail properly, brother, and do the work. Yes, you're right. You're right. You know what, discipline. I walk. You know, I do exercise. I walk. You know, I do some form of exercise. You know, but it seems like it doesn't beef me up. You know, so it's okay as long as I don't have a belly. You know, I don't have a big belly, and I feel healthy. You know, I can walk far. You know, not run but walk. You know, and then it's okay. You know, I'm okay. I feel okay. Today is bank holiday in the UK. All right, nice. You know, it's always nice to have holidays in UK. Right? Wisdom, are you in London? Wisdom. Villagers only know London, by the way. There's no other place. In England, okay, London, okay, and maybe a football club, you know, Manchester United. That's it. Oh, you're in Berkshire. Okay, Berkshire, close to London. Okay. Yeah. Stay hard. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? Oh, not me. Discipline. I'm not carrying any logs, okay, and boats. I can use the boat to take me from point A to point B. I don't mind. Yeah, it must be strong like this. Hook knows a small country like Indonesia. Okay, brother, the whole conversation we had is David Goggins mindset. Okay. Okay, so David Goggins. All right. Sounds like a very he's a tough guy, David Goggins. I only know David Copperfield. I don't think he's a tough guy though, but he's a very good magician. that's that's how left behind the villages the villagers are. They only heard David Copperfield now last month. Oh, so he holds the title of the toughest man on the planet. Wow, okay. Arrogance, bluster when it is empty. Okay. Brave confidence speaks with power because it knows the foundation underneath is solid rock. You have done the math. You know boundaries. Okay, I see. Yes. Yeah. He ran 250 miles with a broken feet. Wow, 51 degrees. I'm assuming it's 51 degrees Celsius and 39 hours straight without sleep. Do you think someone can do that? I don't think people can do that because they have a job discipline. They will get into trouble. They will miss their work and then they will get they will be scolded by their boss. Where have you been? I was running 250 miles. That's not a good excuse. You lose your job. He did it at 50 years old. Oh, yeah, that's yes. Uh, all right, this question makes the non-native English speakers confused. Okay, I'm gonna adjust it. Okay, how about this one? Can humble people be strong? Yeah, can humble people be strong? Okay, like that. This is the last question, guys. Okay, can humble people be strong? All right, I think we're talking about humility today. Okay. Uh, brother, this person also works as a child. He was abused and beaten at home. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He was poor. Then at 24 in 1999, he joined the U.S. Navy SEALs and became a millionaire. I like that part. The last part. I like that last part, brother. Discipline. A millionaire. Yes. Can you read my message in this chat? Yes, very, very angry man. Very angry man. Yes, I can read your message. Why are you angry? What makes you angry? Very angry man. Just relax, okay? Have some tea here. Coffee, Indonesian coffee. Just chill, okay? There's a lot of things in this world that can make us very angry, I know. Oh, okay. So you made this name when you're 12. Okay. Okay, I understand. You're very chill. Oh, that's good to know that. Well, you are welcome to also join us here. A very angry man. Sometimes I ask questions, simple questions, and then just to what's the word? to as an invitation. I mean, for people just to have a conversation here. But you don't have to answer this if you don't feel like. You can just share about you. What you do, your free time. Where you're from, and then just respond to others here. Welcome. As long as we are respectful towards each other. Yeah. Discipline. What do you think about my message above? I don't know. Message retracted. It says message retracted. I didn't read the message. I was busy yapping. I didn't have time to read that your message. Can you retype it again, maybe? Or maybe did you mean about the message about the millionaire? I think if you refer to the sentence about he joined Navy SEAL, it actually makes sense now. Everything makes sense that he joined Navy SEAL because it is. I heard it is one of the toughest organization, in the U.S. military to join, the Navy SEALs. Now it makes sense that he is like that. Hello, Slow SSV. Welcome back, Slow. Yes. Welcome back. Bro, the excuse for weak minds. I can train. It's working. 13 hours sleeping, 6 hours eating, showering, and everything else take 3 hours, leaving you with 3 hours of training. Okay. Yes, yes, discipline. That is the context of discipline of exercising, right? I think, but discipline can be in a different form as well. It depends on the context. The discipline in terms of exercise, bodybuilding, discipline on eating habit, discipline of what's the word, on behavior, in terms of interacting with people. I guess discipline can be implemented in many different forms, right? So yeah. So one of the forms, I guess, as a villager, I can see that there is the physical exercise, like what you just explained here. It's good, yeah. Thanks, brother. I was a subscriber. Oh, thank you, Discipline. Appreciate that. You're always welcome to join my live stream anytime you see me. Okay. But sometimes, Discipline, you have to what's the word? Just bear with me. Sometimes people come, and then some uh, some atheists will come, or some religious fanatics come, and then they're starting to stir something, and then insult others, in terms of people's faith, so just do not get what's the word do not fall into that trap, okay, to make this live stream as a debate live stream, because this is not a debate live stream, okay. They wanted to make this as a debate live stream. They tried different, some of them they tried. We have different schedules. You're busy training, praying, studying. When it comes, okay, yes, thank you, Discipline. Yes, yes. I will. You are always more than welcome to join um, this live stream. We talk about different things. I ask different questions. But basically, it's about life in general. Sometimes it's about life. Sometimes it's about culture. Sometimes it's about faith, beliefs, religion, sometimes with economy, sometimes about well, but how a villager sees the world, basically. uh, Brother, they don't control me. If they cannot control their own lives, how do you think they'll control me? Yeah, you're right, you're right. Discipline, I like that. I like that point of view. Yes. They are like animals, yapping, insulting, eating, sleeping, repeat the same cycle until one day they're 70-year-old regretting their actions. Yeah. Or maybe they will not regret their action, I don't know, but it doesn't matter, right? Either they regret it, they don't. The world will still go round, and the sun will still rise in the east. The flower will still bloom. My cat will still pee in the corner, and then my other cat was still doing her job on the floor instead of in the sand. It's terrible cats I have. Oh, yeah. Well, sunrise, we don't know, probably. Yes, yes, maybe, yes, yes. Mm, mm. We don't know when the sun will stop rising from the east. Yes. Yeah, it's a scary thought. No, you're right. I'm not gonna bring that topic now. This I normally bring up topics, a general topic where everybody can share their views. So I always try to bring up topic where there's a middle ground, for everybody can, share views without attacking each other. Although some crazy people will come attack and insult our dean, but I'll try not to attack them back. I try to just clarify things without shooting their battleship. Like animals. Oh, right. Oh, guys, for those who just came here, who just joined, welcome. Okay, welcome. I still have another 15 minutes, guys. I've been live here for 1.5 hours, and then so I have another 15 minutes, okay, to uh, have conversation with you guys. Um, yes, humble people can be strong. Examples include Khabib Nurmagomedov and Islam Makachev. Interesting examples. I have never thought about that. Spodermon. Hmm. Interesting example. I guess. Hmm. Yes, Khabib says, yeah, I will. Yes, I will pray in another 10 minutes, guys. Okay. Uh, Someone is in the bathroom right now. So, yes, yes. Faizan, okay, brother, you have pray. I'm leaving. Okay, okay. Discipline, respect to you, and God protects your family and bless you. Have a great day. Thank you. You too. Discipline. Yes, you too. God bless all of us. Okay, Faizan. God bless all of us. Yes. And then, uh, yeah, I'm still gonna be here for another 10 minutes. Yeah, and to keep you guys. To, I will stay here for another 10 minutes to terrorize you guys. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. Yes, control your mind and you control everything. Remember to watch a video about David Goggins' mindset tonight. It will change your mindset. Okay. David Goggins. All right. David Goggins. Not David Copperfield, David Goggins. Okay. It's difficult for me to remember that last name, Goggins. It's a foreign name for me, It's an Indonesian villager. Did not know there are Muslims in Indonesia, brother. Yes, yes, yes. In Indonesia, we have Muslims. Where are you from, Faizan? I forgot. You haven't told me where you're from. Yes, there are Muslims in Indonesia. Guess my nation. I don't know. Maybe India? From India? Yes, yes, from India. Indonesia is the country with the most Muslims in the world. Yes, discipline. This is why I said yes, there are Muslims in Indonesia. But it's okay. Discipline. There was somebody actually a couple of days ago. I bet this is why Muslims are not what's the word? There are not many. Somebody said this is why there are not many Muslims in Indonesia. Somebody said I think it was from the U.S. or something. So I said, I don't know where'd you get that from. It's okay, Faizan. Yeah. Wow, you didn't know that. Now you do know, right? Hello, Kartikian. Yes, welcome back, Kartikian. I only stay here for another 7 minutes, Kartikian. Yeah, 7 minutes. Yeah, I've been here for a while. And I try to limit myself. I don't want to go live longer than 2 hours. And so it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes here. I try to save my voice. So it's asar time in Indonesia, Faizan. I don't have a watch in the village. Most villages don't wear a watch. And my cell phone here, when I go live stream, there's no clock here. It's just the time and how long has been live streaming. In the village, the quiet village, Sadia, the lion sleeps tonight. But okay, there are no lions in Indonesian village. Okay, guys, lions only in Africa. In Indonesia, tigers. Yeah. Okay, Spodermon said in Malaysia. Okay, where are you from, Spodermon? Okay, are you from Malaysia? Is there any gym in the village? Yes, Sadia. The gym is a very big gym we have, Sadia. It's the biggest gym ever. You can, there's a river, like you swim against the current, and then, rice field, you know, chop the ground, and you have to run to your house, from the rice field. That's a huge gym. And you to carry the what's the firewood on your back. Yeah. Kartikian, what's the question? Do they even relate? I eat sprouts, eggs, and barley, and I'm not humble, but I can definitely whoop somebody if they mess with me. Okay. I see. Yeah, Sadia, yeah, I almost got you right. It's a matter of perspective, okay, Sadia? It's all a matter of perspective. uh, ay, 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 ay. Hey. So, how's your day so far, Kartikian? Car, I just call you Car, okay? How's your day? How's what is the temperature in India today, Car? I heard it's very hot. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. The yes, yes. I think the nice thing about being a villager is you can get away, by doing and saying anything, because people will think, oh, wow, he's a villager. What do you expect? He's a villager. What do you expect, man? He's a villager. He comes from a village. Yeah. I guess it's a privilege to be a villager, yeah? All right, guys. Okay, guys. So I only have 2 more minutes. Okay, here. I try to control myself, guys. I would love to stay long. Not last time, but last week, I went live for 4 hours. And it was like, wow. I end up hurting my own throat. So yeah, I try to be disciplined. Not to exceed 2 hours. When I go live, so I have energy for the next live stream. So what I'm trying to say now as a closing, right, that there are two things. Okay, humble, humility and arrogance are two different things. Okay, so a person is humble when what's the word? He or she doesn't see themselves as better than others. Arrogance, is you look down at others. You look down on others. So does being humble means a person is weak? I don't think so. Some is different. Being humble and you don't let people, you don't let abuse, you don't tolerate abuse. You can still be humble. All right, so yeah, thank you, my redeems. Yeah, okay. Thank you. You too. Okay, God bless, my redeems. Okay, and so I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Okay, don't forget to to shower. I've showered already. I showered last week. In Indonesia, Karti, right? In Indonesia, we shower twice a day. Okay, morning and afternoon. Okay, Karti. We shower twice a day. We're the only people that showers 2 times a day. No other people in the world shower 2 times a day. Okay, except people in Indonesia. We are the cleanest people in the world. Oh, does it sound like arrogant? Not you, man. Called me lunatic. All right. Okay, guys. Take care and then see you in the next live stream. Okay, guys. Peace, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Om Swastiastu. Bye bye.